War games are expanding across every era, from historical conflicts to modern and futuristic battles. This video highlights some of the most interesting war-focused titles on the way. Let's dive in. Hell Let Loose Vietnam takes the series' large-scale, team-focused warfare into the jungles of the Vietnam War. It keeps its emphasis on communication, class-based roles, and coordinated pushes, but the dense terrain and limited visibility completely change how battles play out. Brass Rain is a modern military shooter built around realism and squad-based combat. The game focuses heavily on urban warfare, where positioning, timing, and communication matter more than speed. Weapons behave in a grounded, believable way, encouraging careful movement and planning. It's a war experience shaped by discipline and coordination. Valor Mortis blends traditional warfare with dark, myth-inspired fantasy elements. Combat feels heavy and deliberate, emphasizing survival over power fantasy. The world is grim and oppressive, shaped by constant bloodshed and loss. Every battle reinforces the idea that war leaves lasting scars.
This isn't war. This is damnation.
Ahoy centers on naval warfare, placing players directly into ship-to-ship combat. Managing crews, positioning vessels, and timing cannon fire all play key roles. Battles unfold slowly but with high tension, where one mistake can decide the outcome. Control of the sea becomes the core objective.
Foretelling glory or downfall. It is in our nature to conquer what others fear. Death and dishonor, fame and fortune. The life of a sea captain is one of duty and relentless pursuit. True riches are not in gold and jewels, but in the stories we bring back and the legend we become. We arrive, but never at our final destination. So we chart our next course. We sail, we fight, we endure. For the voyage is life, and life is the voyage.
Thou shalt not kill.
Chronicles Medieval explores large-scale warfare during the medieval era. Armies clash using infantry, cavalry, and siege weapons across vast battlefields. The game blends strategic thinking with hands-on combat. Wars are shaped by leadership, preparation, and historical authenticity.
I sought no war, but war found me. I became like them. I took up the sword, prayed I could win redemption through my deeds. But some paths, once taken, have only one ending. I shall find no peace. On this road, there is only death. But that's just my story. Go write your own.
Kingmakers throws modern soldiers and weapons into medieval conflicts. Assault rifles, vehicles, and explosives collide with castles and shield walls. History bends as advanced technology completely reshapes ancient battles. The result is chaotic, unpredictable warfare where one person can change everything. Halo Campaign Evolved Remake revisits the original Halo campaign with modern presentation. Classic missions and environments return with improved visuals and scale. The core story and level design remain faithful to the original experience. It's a familiar war, reimagined for a new generation.
Sie glauben, dass Halo eine Art Waffe ist.
Was für eine Waffe ist das?
Eine mit unvorstellbarer Macht.
Chief, Sie müssen den CT-Experten finden. Wir werden es so lange wie möglich auf Trab halten.
Feuerkommando Charlie. Wir sind unterwegs.
Touchdown? Marine.
Jemand geht zu einem Warzenschwein.
Die Allianz liefert sich einen echten Kampf. Der CT-Experte muss hier sein.
Rock'n'Roll.
Macht ihn die Hölle heiß, Chief?
Englischer Konvoi gesichtet! Backbord, Zerstörer voraus!
Battleship Command places players in control of powerful naval fleets. Combat focuses on large-scale engagements across open seas. Strategy, positioning, and timing matter more than quick reactions. Every command can shift the balance of a battle.
Ziel zerstört!
Mein lieber Karl, die Zeitungen sprechen von Siegen. Doch ich höre nur das Donnern der Kanonen, vermischt mit dem Aufruhr der Wellen. Ich weiß, dass du deine Pflicht erfüllst, jenseits des weiten und ungezähmten Meeres. Du bist dort, wo du sein musst.
Torpedo läuft! Steuerbord!
glaube an deine Stärke. Und bewahre die Gewissheit, dass du zurückkehren wirst. Dieses Band der Hoffnung trägt mich und ich halte mich daran mit meinem ganzen Herzen fest. Ich warte auf dich. Alles andere zählt nicht. In all meiner Liebe und meinem Vertrauen. Anna.
Horizon Steel Frontiers explores futuristic warfare driven by heavy machinery. Tanks, walkers, and armored units dominate the battlefield. Combat emphasizes scale, destruction, and raw firepower. Wars feel industrial, relentless, and overwhelming. Gears of War E-Day takes players back to the first day of the Locust invasion. It focuses on humanity's initial collapse before the war fully escalated. The tone is darker and more grounded than later entries. This is war at its most desperate beginning.
Good morning, Commander.
BVKK presents an alternate history war shaped by strange technology. Heavy armor, experimental weapons, and relentless combat define the experience. The battlefield feels oppressive and unforgiving. It's a world where conflict never truly ends.
Glad to see you've not lost your touch. Multiple Separatist vessels approach. They wish to eliminate this facility. Destroy them before they do.
The days fly by when you love what you do.
World of Tanks Heat delivers a faster, more explosive take on armored warfare. Tank battles are aggressive and intense, with constant movement and destruction. Armor positioning and firepower remain central. The focus is on action-driven encounters. Glory to the Heroes focuses on traditional war stories from the front lines. It highlights sacrifice, duty, and moments of courage within large battles. Combat remains grounded and familiar. The tone respects the cost of war rather than glorifying it. Black Vulture's Prey of Greed explores modern warfare driven by power and profit. Mercenary groups operate in morally gray conflicts. Combat reflects political tension and corruption. War here is business, not honor.
Man's last resort.
Defect centers on internal rebellion within a militarized system. Players fight against forces they once served. Tactical combat blends with narrative choices. Each decision influences how the conflict evolves.
Tough. Pulled down by everyone else. By justice. That only knows how to place its boot on your neck. By outlaws that couldn't care less if you lived or died. You want to know the way to survive? You fight. Fight like a starving dog. I kneel.
Can you describe the sound in the recording?
Project Spectrum follows elite military units using experimental technology. Missions are fast-paced but highly tactical. Advanced gear changes how combat unfolds. Precision and coordination are essential to survive.
Let's go back to the start.
I remember the wind, strong wind. What the hell happened here?
We got company!
The loss is too heavy for you. But sometimes, loss can birth beasts and bury truths. What do you think? What if you are the beast?
The beast?
Unrecord presents modern combat through a body cam style perspective. The visual approach increases tension and realism. Gunfights feel immediate and dangerous. Every movement carries serious consequences.
Shots fired! Shots fired!
Is Oscar. Welcome to the first in our new Dev Diary series for 83.
83 imagines a Cold War scenario where diplomacy fails and war erupts. Large-scale battles spread across Europe. Combined arms combat keeps the experience grounded and realistic. The war feels sudden, brutal, and overwhelming.
The rich legacy of our studio's development team and what we are doing to make 83 a true spiritual successor to the Rising Storm series. But in this series, we'll be going deeper into how we're building 83 and why. So, what is 83? Set in mid-80s Europe, a flashpoint that never ignited, but could have. At its core, it's the Cold War gone hot, an alternate history conflict between NATO forces and the Warsaw Pact. You'll fight across different theatres, from fortified German farmlands to snowy Norwegian fords. It brings to life the kind of war that was just around the corner for those who lived in that era. 83 will put the most iconic weapons of the Cold War in your hands, all of which behave like the real thing, with systems such as ballistic modelling, penetration, real-world accurate recoil, and advanced weapon handling. All aspects of gameplay will feature accessible rules, with uniforms, weaponry, and vehicles, all perfectly matched to the features and appearance of the models available to each army during this period. We aim to make everything as realistic as possible, until the point where it stops being fun, and then we ratchet it back a notch. We're aiming for 40-minute battles where everything can happen. Intense, squad-driven engagements that reward tactical play without requiring you to clear your schedule. You'll see firefights in villages to full-blown armoured pushes across open terrain. And whether you're on the front line or commanding the larger fight, every role matters. The team at Blue Dot Games knows what it takes to create a standout, large-scale tactical shooter. With a wealth of experience from working on Red Orchestra, Rising Storm and their sequels, our developers understand how to craft meaningful combat systems, design maps with purposeful flow, and bring battlefields to life. In future Dev Diaries, we'll be exploring all of these elements in more detail, from faction design and arsenals to the core philosophy behind our gameplay loop. We're currently on the road to launch in early access later this year with a focused set of maps and systems. Then we'll grow, together. Modding, feedback, balance. We want the community in the trenches with us.
5 long years, the dark of the ground.
Terminator Survivors focuses on human resistance after Judgment Day. Players scavenge, hide, and fight against machines. Combat blends survival mechanics with guerrilla warfare. Hope is rare, but resistance continues.
Son, now it's time to be back in the light.
The world of Skynet will have to fight, but the new life one day we'll see, and everywhere our name will be survivors.
I know you will make it right.
Norse Oath of Blood explores brutal Viking-era warfare. Combat is close, violent, and personal. Clans clash over land, honor, and survival. Every battle feels raw and unforgiving.
Work for you. Fight for you. If these people are willing to sweat for you, spill blood for you, if they see you as the strongest oak at the heart of the wood, then you must accept the responsibility of being a leader.
The gods gather their war host for Ragnarok.
Your people will look to you to lead them through times of bountiful harvest and through famine. You must be the wise arbiter of their disputes. You must forge blades and build ships. You must lead your warriors in battle. Stand like a rock in the blood fray with them. Reward them with meat and mead and silver. This is what I have been waiting for. Protect their women and their young ones. And protect your own honor, too. Traitor! Will you do all this, Gunnar, son of Grim? Will you swear it here, before these people and before the gods?
I swear it. I swear it!
Soldiers, the hour has come. Alongside our...
Sudden Strike 5 returns to classic real-time strategy combat. Players command units across large historical battles. Planning and positioning matter more than fast reactions. Poor decisions are punished quickly.
For the free world. This mission will demand all that you have. The enemy will not yield, and he is seasoned, heavily armed, and ruthless. But we do not stand unprepared. From the tireless effort comes an overwhelming force of trained fighters, weapons, and munitions. My unwavering trust in your courage, your discipline, and your skill stands firm. And so will you. We will accept nothing less than complete victory. Stand firm and move forward upon your great and noble mission.
War of Worlds Siberia blends alien invasion with human resistance. Battles take place in frozen, hostile environments. Survival is just as important as fighting back. The war feels desperate and relentless.
И немало ею огорчен. Чем могу?
Нам нужны документы, еда и оружие.
А с едой все сложно. Все бегут. Всем она нужна.
Смотрите, они грабят аптеку.
Это не наше дело.
Дядь, куда кирпич?
Я убил его.
Вниз! Стой, тварь! Это же предательство!
Оно самое, юноша. Оно самое.